Good morning, guys. This is podcast episode 1. We got Tyler and Zach here, and myself, Giovanni. Would you guys like to come in on this?
How's it going, guy? I mean,
that's good.
Yeah, you surprised me there. He was like, he just gave us the old bait and switch. He was like, I'm going to do this.
He took the initiative.
Yeah, he was like, look, I'm tired of fucking around. We need to get this thing on the road.
Hey, well, podcast is to express ourselves, and I'm just expressing myself.
Gio, I don't think I could live with myself if you didn't go a day without expressing yourself.
Shit. Oh, man.
All right. Well, what we were saying about Adrian Peterson and Ray Rice. Two running backs. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Two phenomenal running backs at one point. And Adrian Peterson, we'll talk about him since his is fairly more recent.
And a little bit more fucked up.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, he got in trouble for beating his son, 4-year-old son. And I guess from his perspective, it's considered disciplining him. But like, if you saw the marks that it left him, it was pretty brutal. He has like welts and scars up and down his arm, and apparently like he has bruises and scars on his testicles and stuff like that. Oh. Yeah, he was hitting them with a switch, which is like a thin piece of wood.
What was the reason that he had
I mean, what could a 4-year-old really do to get deserved to be hit?
With a fucking stick.
Yeah, and it was apparently an ongoing thing. I think he got in trouble, or there was some kind of case about it a couple of years ago. But he's in a big ordeal now with that. And the Vikings, who he plays for, they say he's probably never going to play for them ever again.
I could imagine that.
Yeah.
The kid was 4 years old, and that's just bad.
Yeah, and it's a weird thing too, because you never heard anything bad about him other than the minor things.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I this is something that like I never would have seen Adrian Peterson get in trouble for. You know, like fucking. It's just like it's so crazy. Like I mean, and then like you told like I don't know. I heard the whole like him like beating his son and stuff like that. And like as a kid, I got spanking, so I was just kind of like, well, I mean. It didn't really work for me, so I kind of don't agree with this method, you know? And then Zach tells me fucking, like, oh, he's got, bruises and scars, like, on his genitals and shit like that, and I just was like, dude, this is, so, like, that's what...
And it's a 4-year-old, like...
That's the most fucked up thing. Like, that's, like, I don't know why fucking... what goes through your mind where you're like, alright, this 4-year-old, the only way he's gonna fucking know is if I beat the shit out of him. You know,
yeah,
oh my god, Zach!
The places where you hit him too. That's
granted,
not right.
That's not as bad as you would think.
But he's 4 years old, man.
Dude, I was beat when I was probably not 4, but because I don't think, maybe. I mean, I was hit with a wooden spoon when I was a kid, and my mom obviously always aimed for my ass. But like, obviously, when I knew I was going to get hit, because I mean, I used to fucking hand her the wooden spoon. And so I would put my hand in the way so my ass wouldn't get hit, but she'd hit my fingers. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't have welts and bruises 4 days later. I would just be hurting that day and have red marks. So, I mean, I understand if he's doing it from a discipline point of view, but it's definitely overboard if that's what he's doing. And chances are it's probably not. He's probably doing more than just that. He's probably taking his anger out on him.
So this is child abuse. This is different than domestic violence, right? Or would it be the same would it be the same category?
Probably. I mean...
I would say it's the same thing.
I say it's a different category. The kid's defenseless. The kid can't fight back.
Yeah, that's true. I guess a domestic dispute is like, you know, they could be a wife and a husband could be fighting, but like
he technically can't antagonize anything either.
Yeah, but like I don't know, dude. It just like it took me aback. It took me aback because exactly what Zach said. You know, you look at Adrian Peterson and he's not the guy that you're pegging for fucking abusing his child and shit like that.
Pegging. Yeah. And I mean, he's fucking called the Purple Jesus.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's that. And then the whole Ray Rice one is,
it's kind of funny.
He decked his fiance or something like that. And when he hit her, it was in an elevator. And when he hit her, her face was falling. And then she hit the bar that you grab onto an elevator and it fucking knocked her out. And then the video evidence showed Ray Rice dragging her unconscious body out of the elevator, and people were walking up like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Dude, she looked like she was dead.
She's lucky she's not dead. Because if one good knock to the temple falling down, you fucking out. What was that?
And my cat's trying to climb over everything. She already turned off my Xbox.
Did she say Xbox off?
No, she hit the button off.
Really?
What a fucking bitch.
Yeah, and I was in the middle of something, so yeah, that's crazy.
You were pretty calm about that. Yes, so, I mean, obviously, everybody's got to have repercussions when you do stupid shit like that, especially if you're a famous person who is looked upon a lot and looked on a higher level than most people.
Yeah, so
I don't think... The only reason I think Adrian Peterson should play is because I have him on fantasy. But I'm really biased towards him. But realistically, I don't think either of them should ever be able to play any sport ever again.
I mean, Gio,
mostly Ray Rice. I hate Ray Rice.
Yeah, you can watch the video of Ray Rice hitting his wife.
Yeah, I'll find you a link and send it to you.
It's honestly fucking brutal, dude. Like he connected with everything.
His haymaker is top.
I love how it's fucking inside YouTube. It's just got the full video, but
this guy's got some serious anger management going on there.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is that's what.
Is there a reason that's causing that, or?
I mean, I'll send you the video. You don't have to watch it now. I guess it's probably best if you don't watch it now. But in the video, it shows his girlfriend spitting on him, and she
admitted to antagonizing him.
Yeah, she deserves to get punched. But I mean, not by Ray Rice and not knocked unconscious. People like that, especially women like that. I think they can get away with doing anything and hit.
Some women act like men, and if they act like men, they're gonna get treated like men.
I was listening. I saw that the other day, and I was like, "That's the greatest quote ever." It's so true, though. I mean, they got to understand that if they want equal rights, if they start acting like that, they get equal rights.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
it's fucking stupid.
I don't know. I've never been put in a situation where I wanted to fucking hit a chick, but I know if a chick spit on me and was just fucking constantly just in my face, just being obnoxious, I'd be like, "Hey, you need to knock it off, sweetheart." It's fucking getting annoying.
Yeah.
I don't think she's your sweetheart when she's doing that.
Do you think that's going to be too loud?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried. But fucking the thing that's funny, Gio, is so. They're engaged. When he hit her, they were engaged. They weren't even married yet, right?
He hit the ring onto her.
It knocked her the fuck out, and she woke up married.
Yeah, she fucking married the dude, but everybody knows it's all about the money anyway.
Yeah, he got a $50 million contract.
Yeah, he was definitely overpaid too.
Yeah, I'm watching the video right now. That's pretty brutal right there.
Yeah, did you already see her get knocked out?
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, he's dragging her out right now. That's pretty bad.
Her corpse is out there now. Yeah, it's
wow.
And it's one thing for I mean, I know there's no difference between a scrawny white guy hitting his girlfriend, but I mean, it doesn't.
This guy's a football player.
Yeah, he's 6 foot. He's 6'1", Ray Rice is 5'8". 5'8", 221. That's freaking huge.
Yeah, so I'm dude, fucking
a punch could kill you.
And he's lifting weights every day. I mean, working out every day. He's in peak physical condition.
And not even that. It's a guy. That's just I don't even know.
But we we went on pretty serious for 9 minutes straight.
We are 9 minutes in, and it's fucking just domestic violence. Horrible.
Yep.
Yeah, and there wasn't very much. It's fucking really loud. I think it's the initial voice part though.
Yeah.
Because once it starts to, yeah, there wasn't a very good joke to serious ratio in the first 10. I feel like ours is really low.
Well, yeah, but see, I wonder if
well, that won't make a difference for us.
Yeah, I guess.
We should have previewed it before.
Well, I mean, we tried the best that we could. I mean, it's the same thing. Gio fucking...
Hey, it's our first one. If people in the comments let us know how everything goes.
Yeah, I just don't want your voice to be picking up 10 times. Well, it will be picking up more than us because you're going straight to the speaker.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. Who cares? It's not overblown that we are looking at it right now. But what else can we talk about?
Well, I actually wanted to ask you guys this because Zach, you have a PS4. Giovanni, you've got an Xbox One. Who made the mistake?
The guy that
either of us.
the guy that bought
The Wii U.
that fucker. I mean, technically we both made the same mistake because we can't play with each other. we didn't. There was no communicating between us. But
realistically, I don't think neither of us made a bad mistake because they're both pretty good.
yeah,
consoles.
they're both good consoles. It all just depends on who. I really look at it as how many friends you have on each
exactly.
console.
What friends you have on which network and what games you want to play, because both of them have different exclusives.
Yeah, PS4's got a shit ton.
Like the latest one I've been wanting to get a PS4 for was The Last of Us.
That shit is amazing.
You probably should too because not the single player is really good, but the online is amazing.
Yeah, I've seen a few gameplay about that. That's pretty good. I want to play that.
That's tough. That'd be another insane game if you had friends. That'd be really fun.
Yeah,
fun because you could get like a little small squad going and.
Yeah, I fucking played Last of Us for like the first time, probably like a month ago or so. I don't know, but it was with Zach. But like I don't know, man. That game itself, I've never played something like that. It honestly, it's and I haven't played the story either, which is something that I should probably. Get around to doing at some point, but like, I don't want to.
A lot of people say you could just watch a full playthrough online, and from someone that's actually, a lot of people say you're not getting the full thing. From someone that's actually played it, you're getting a lot of the same thing. The gameplay from the single player isn't like crazy, something that you've never played. It's a lot like Splinter Cell. You're sneaking through a lot. You can also play where you're just fucking running in and shooting people, but mostly, it's nothing special. The story's good and all, but the acting and voice acting sells it all, really. And just the story.
The storyline,
yeah, just the story in general will sell it.
So, Gio, was there
to go about it doing it?
Was there a game that made you want to buy the Xbox One specifically, or was it just because you've had the Xbox 360, you've just been, it just felt right?
Yeah, because I really don't know anyone on the PS Network, so...
Yeah, I don't know why I ever went with a PlayStation. I think it was all money. I think it all came down to money for me.
Yeah.
Because I paid for my Xbox stuff myself, and I got the console for Christmas, but it was split like 3 ways, so I ended up still paying for most of it. And yearly, I all came down to probably how I looked at it yearly, being $10 cheaper. I saw my Jewish came in. I was like, yeah, you probably should get that one. And we never even thought of it. I never even thought of this, but it was also during the time when Xbox and Microsoft were making it where you had to always be online. All those stupid rules they had. Yeah, so they probably lost a shit ton of people.
Which I think they might be still rolling back onto that.
Yeah, I heard someone talking about someone bringing it up again.
Yeah, I think they're coming back onto that.
It's fucking retarded.
I got the Xbox One because I'm a big Call of Duty player, and they get Call of Duty content first.
That's right, yeah. That's true.
That's a big one, and just everyone I know is on the Xbox, you know?
Yeah, not many people that were previously on like my friends list from the 360 converted to PS4. I don't think anybody did.
Even though it did sell more than the Xbox One.
Yeah, but you also got to account for Japan. I don't know if they include that, but Japan buys a shit ton of more PlayStation than they do anything else.
Yeah, they do.
And Wii's.
And they were like one of the last ones to receive it in their town too, right?
Really? Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's fucking stupid.
I think it was delayed there, wasn't it, or something like that?
It was just one of the last ones to get it. I don't think it was delayed. It was just.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. They're probably pissed as shit.
That's like their bread and butter, man.
Oh, yeah, and they also. Oh wait a minute, no, the new Metal Gear Solid is going to be for both systems now. They finally brought it to everything.
Yeah, I heard that's going to be pretty cool.
That pisses me off.
Dude, I played the what is it called?
Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, is that was like the fucking
expensive demo?
Yeah, yeah. Did you play that?
$30 demo.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that.
It's pretty sweet.
It's basically the new demo for the new Metal Gear Solid game.
Even though it's honestly nothing like it.
Wow! So you gotta purchase it too?
Yeah, I mean it's like
3 missions, 2 missions,
8 hours or so. No, there's like 6 missions. They added more through an update, but it was $30, and I mean for the amount of Metal Gear Solid's pretty like straightforward with gameplay, but like you can play it differently, and they have obviously if you want to get trophies or achievements, they make you do different things throughout it. But I mean, it's one of those games you can enjoy going back and playing, but like it gets pretty old fast, especially with like the story and stuff like that. But granted, I don't think you really. I think $30 was a little much for it. They should have made it either like.
So basically, it's like one of those games where you just play it once.
Yeah, kind of. I played it a little more than once because they're small. They scatter stuff throughout each map and mission and level and stuff like that, like hidden tapes you can listen to, and if you do certain things through certain missions, you'll unlock guns that you can use later on, or if you go back, you can use certain weapons and stuff like that. So that made the replayability a little bit higher, but overall, I mean, they should have just released one mission and made that a demo instead of having people pay $30.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they would have, like, a complete level that you played from start to end and, like, it was completely polished and finished and done, I think it, like, I mean, you feel robbed at all, like, from that, no? Like,
no, because they gave it to us almost a year before the real game's coming out.
Oh, that's true.
As the Phantom Pain's going to be nothing like it. It's open world. The gameplay's going to be a lot different. I mean, because that was probably considered alpha or something like that when they. I mean, the graphics were amazing, but I don't think the graphics were at its top because they're still working on it. It doesn't come out till I think either the end of this year or next year. I don't know if it was extended or not. Everything seems to be extended.
Yeah, when the game is in alpha, I think it's just
next year,
like pretty much benchmarking to see what's wrong with it. Like,
yeah,
and it's nowhere near done.
And they're probably waiting for feedback too. I mean, most of the feedback was just saying it was pointless to make it $30, or a lot of people just felt that was stupid. I mean, it makes sense.
It would piss me off, man.
It's kind of milking more money, but what are you gonna do? I mean, actually, to be honest, I think it was for die-hard Metal Gear Solid fans. They wanted a taste of what the new one's gonna be like, and having to wait that fucking long, it would make sense. I mean, I've always been a huge fan, so I wanted the idea of it right away. But also watching the gameplay for the new one, you're like, you feel like you really didn't even play it anyway because doesn't look anything like it.
Wow.
Yeah, because the new one's open world too.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of games are actually becoming open world now.
Yeah, I feel like that's the new thing.
Ever since GTA 5 came out.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Like, if you're in Walmart or wherever buying a game, like. And you're like on the fence about two games, like, and one's an open world game and one's kind of like a linear storyline. Yeah. You kind of lean more towards open world. There's just more shit to do in an open world game.
Yeah, it always depends, but definitely because you feel like you can play the game a lot more.
Yeah, so you become one with the character, if you will. It's at least for me, it's like in an open world game, it's like so expansive and it's so massive. Like I'm just able to immerse myself in the universe and just like be one with it.
I get pissed with the open world games that are small.
To me, Destiny feels like that. Destiny's
not open world.
They're going to be. Imagine the expansions, though. They're going to be adding planets.
Yeah, and Destiny's they actually, if you read about it, it's not even considered open world. It's considered a action adventure. Fucking. What's it called?
RPG?
I think isn't it called consistent world where things are going on around you even when you're not playing?
Okay.
And I think that's what it's called. And
player versus environment. Like I believe this Destiny is like an MMO, RPG, and an FPS all in one.
Yeah, and they actually did a really good job with that.
All in one. It's the game I've been asking for quite a while. I believe it's the best game that came out.
They finally answered.
How many letters did you write to him, Gio?
Oh, I haven't wrote anything, but
I can't write.
I just can't,
Yeah, I wouldn't call it an RPG though, because there's not much.
There's not much role-playing.
There's not much customization with it. Because I mean, you can put new armors on you and new weapons, but it's not as customizable as I would prefer. But
how far have you gone into the game?
I mean, far enough to realize what it's like.
What level character are you?
What's that?
What level are you on the character?
13, 14, one or the other.
Once you reach level 20 is when you start unlocking raids, and you have to actually work to get your gear, like better armor and stuff. Like, it gets pretty hard. It gets challenging.
What level are you, Gio?
I'm 28.
Why am I not surprised?
28?
Why am I not fucking surprised?
How long has the game been out for? Like a week?
I'm not exactly sure.
I think it's been out for 2 weeks.
A week and a half ago.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
When
I think it came out not last Tuesday, but the one before that.
When I came over to Zach's house today, and he put in Destiny, and like we were like sitting here playing it, and like he shows me like the list of players who were in there, and like all of them were like 26, 27.
Yeah, they're all above 20.
And like fucking like the game's been out for like 2-3 weeks,
Yeah.
however long it's been out. And it's like fucking, you're already max level. Like fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, do you play with other people, though, like friends and shit?
Yeah. The
Okay.
game, if you don't have Xbox Live or PS Network, I wouldn't play it.
Well, you can't play it if you're not online.
Yeah, you can.
I'm pretty sure you can't, because I think anytime you try loading something, it says game
or
dismissed
whatever
because you're not connected to a network.
Yeah, because that game, you always have somebody in your lobby.
Well, I meant
If
like
you're at the
I meant
tower.
actual friends that you're talking with and shit like that. Because
Yeah,
that's
even
the
that.
reason I stopped playing, is because I get bored by myself.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good game. I would give it easily a 2 out of 7. No, probably a 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, me too. That's a pretty good game, and I just can't wait to see what they're doing. I like that they haven't added any microtransactions. Like,
Yeah, Bungie.
That's gonna
games
piss me
been
off
doing.
if they do that.
They
That's one thing that's really upsetting me, like, about fucking games. Like,
yeah, nowadays they're just trying to get any way they can get some money. I like games that are free to play, but not pay to win.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
that's-
most
like-
free-to-play games are... I don't know why that keeps going up.
I just noticed that. Fucking, what the fuck? But,
It must be doing that to try to pick up our voices.
yeah, I guess that's true.
See, if they add microtransactions and there's an advantage if you buy something,
They
I'm not
probably
okay
won't.
with that.
Chances
But if it's aesthetics looking, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, if it's like buying shit to make your character completely customized,
I
like, I
understand stuff like that. That's how all Last of Us is.
I could not give
Yeah.
any less of a fuck. But it's like when you start offering better weapons for money, it's just
Yeah,
like...
exactly.
It's like, why? I think that's what we're like. But is there?
I don't-
Can you guys name a game where microtransactions actually affect the power of the game? Like in terms of like buying.
I
I
think
usually
there's some
refuse to
PC
play them.
games.
What's that? Oh yeah, DC Universe was really bad with it. That was actually one of the reasons I didn't even want to play the game, because like a lot of it
You can just fucking
seemed like
buy to the top. That's
yeah.
so gay.
I
I really want to try that game too.
don't see Bungie ever doing microtransactions though, because they're a big enough company to where they don't need to worry about getting extra money, and they're usually pretty reliable anyway.
Yeah,
I would hope. I mean, this game.
it's really changing a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't see them worrying about stuff like that. I feel like they just want to put as much content towards it as possible. They probably definitely want to fix the whole story issue too, because a lot of people complain about how bad the story is.
It was pretty short, in my opinion.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, you haven't beat it yet?
No, I mean,
It's pretty short.
So then, all right. So after the story, the I guess the first person shooter element is where it's supposed to carry the game until the DLCs, and then like or the raids and shit, or what?
Well,
there's all the strikes
the
and
thing
raids
is that you gotta
online.
replay. You can replay levels and stuff.
Yeah,
Like you go back into the planet, and then you can replay, and then you can get loot. So you have to basically kill to get better armor and better stuff.
so it just becomes farming after you beat it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying, Gio? You're pretty much just like farming for shit.
Or you can play online and you can unlock rewards.
Yeah, it's probably better to do that too. Well,
Yeah.
certain missions, I mean, are fun as fuck, and you can do all the patrolling too, where you don't have to technically go through the story. You can just go around killing shit and doing.
Yeah.
So
And they add weekly raids, like
Yeah.
weekly activities, and then
the daily events.
like the best thing you can get are exotic weapons and exotic armor, and that's every weekend. At the tower, there's a guy, and you can
Mhm.
buy
We'll
it
talk
from
about
him
this
with strange coins.
Yeah, I only
And
have
that's every
2
week.
strange coins.
Yeah, and
A lot of strange music
that's pretty
albums.
cool that you can buy that from him.
Yeah, they didn't they make an update or something like that to where you can't buy coins from them anymore.
I think you were never able to buy coins. I don't think.
Oh, well, maybe not then.
But
Goodness.
yeah, Gio, did you see Trailer Park Boys 3 yet?
I've seen the new episodes.
Oh, really?
I
You've
have
seen
not
season
seen-
8?
I haven't seen the movies.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to convince Zach to give the show a chance because like I don't know what it is about that show or like what it is I love about it. I mean, I know what it is. It's Ricky. I love Ricky. He's fucking hilarious to me. Like, I don't know, but like
Ricky Gervais.
yeah, but
He's my favorite.
I don't know.
It's those one a show. It's a show that you can't just jump into it. Even on the movies, you gotta know what they've gone through and everything right from the beginning. You know, you can't just jump into it.
Oh, where are you going?
Oh no, I'm here.
Saw your penis for a second.
So you guys got any other topic going on here?
Let's see.
Microsoft bought Mojang.
Yeah.
I heard that. I hope
How much
that's.
they buy for $2.5 million?
I hope that's for the good.
$5 million. $5 billion.
No, 2.5 million. That's what it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty hefty price tag on that.
yeah.
It's fucking Minecraft, dude.
I don't
heard
see that
Microsoft
being
bought it because Minecraft. Sorry to interrupt, but Minecraft is like a really complex game if you actually look at it. So that deals with science, and I heard that Microsoft wants to teach kids with it.
That's actually a good idea. They could,
Yeah.
they could
Because
get a
it's
lot of
really
money out of
complex
that.
game.
That's a good idea in the long run for them. But honestly, from like a perspective from someone that like actually enjoys the game and stuff like that, and I don't see it being a good idea. I don't know. I mean, I don't play it as much now to care, but
Yeah.
I don't want to see it go down the drain because then again, Microsoft really doesn't have that bad of a rap as opposed to like EA or something like that.
Yeah.
EA just likes to fucking ruin everything now, apparently.
Fucking buy all the rights to every football game, and nobody's making them but us.
And and how they have the rights to the new Star Wars Battlefront. That's not good at all.
No, and we just lost the internet connection. Just pause it.
Well, this can record us still.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we just lost Geo.
Yeah, it's fucking internet. Damn, dude, the fucking power went out. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna pause this for a second.